Hi friends, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to talk about solar. That's what the video is about. So what we're gonna in this video, we're gonna tell you about. I'm gonna have 8 reasons. So basically, you save big on electricity bill. Government may pay you. For me, 30%. We'll talk more about that. Home value may go up, in my opinion. Um, if you go to some website, get paid to drive to work, or the sun takes care of you basically for the drive, and I'll give you more reason on that. Free electricity when paid off. When you pay off that construction. So easy to start. Long-term financing is available. Outbreak protection. Let's dig in more on that. As you as you're watching this video, please leave me a like. Also, you can comment um, if you have any questions and something you'd like to know more about. And that definitely helps my channel when you leave a like. Other people find my videos because you liked it, and also subscribe um, to get more information like that. If I see a lot more subscription because of this video, I will put more videos. Reduce electricity costs for life when you count loan remaining in utility. Basically, you take a loan to get the solar installed. You don't pay the loan until the solar is completely installed. And to me, I think if you go that route, you can also, if it's not too much trouble, refinance the house and then here and what's next. So why solar? Why buy solar? First, reduce electricity costs for life when you count loan remaining in utility. Basically, you take a loan to get the solar installed. You don't pay the loan until the solar is completely installed. And to me, I think if you go that route, you can also, if it's not too much trouble, refinance the house and then pay off that loan, and then all the costs is on the house. So if like 30 year, even 30 year, even better, your costs reduced down to um, on 9 kilowatt solar, and it went down to like $200 a month. So that's comparing to like $300 a month before I even plug in my car, my electric car. So get tax credit. So 30% of your tax, 30% of the installation made is supported by your area. I think it's a federal credit that you get that back. With that $200 per month I paid for the solar, 30% I didn't put that toward the payment. So it's $200. You can put it toward the payment, and you have the option on that, which will reduce your payment even further down. That was pretty nice, pretty impressive. Also, I have a referral link if you like to use it. Since I'm a solar owner, go in the description and you'll find that. Also, I think there's some special where you get some cash back on it if that's available currently as of now. There was in my link, when you click, you will see a $250 cash back. But I'm not sure when you're gonna see that video. So when you see the video, you can go check if it's within this month. Here you can see the date I posted the video. You can check on that. So the next thing I had to write this all down so I don't. So tax credit, if you own an electric vehicle, that's even better. With the electric vehicle, you can plug in, and some utility offer a program for the electric vehicle. Hopefully that's good. But imagine you have an electric vehicle, it's charging by the sun. So if you didn't even have the 240 plug, you can still plug in into the outlet. As long as you spend 8 hours, 8 hours for my car is 3 miles per hour. So on a regular plug, so I don't have to do any special installation, and just a regular plug that I can power a lamp or something like that. I can get 8 by 3, 27 miles, 9 by 3, you get the idea. So 10 hours, 30 miles. So if you drive more than 30 miles a day, then there's public charging that you can use. If you go like for lunch at a place that has a charger, you plug in there, and you go lunch for an hour, you get 17 miles on that. If your work offers charging, then boom, you have charging for that. Or one thing you can do is leave your car plugged in. Leave your car always at a higher charging rate. I would say at a higher charging rate, like 90-80%. Hopefully, you have more than 50 or 100 miles of full charge on your car. Because if you do, then if you need more than that, then you have to go to a Tesla. So you don't have to be a Tesla. Teslas are pretty inexpensive right now. $37.99 if you go on the link. You can see you can get a Model 3 and very soon the Model Y. So that's going to be impressive. So you can let it charge. You can get 2 electric car, one charging the solar while you're at work doing a run, and then the next day you can change car, plug one, charge the whole day. And in the weekend you also get, if you stay home for 24 hours, of course there's chores that you have to do at home. 24/3, even better. So you get a 20 amp. If you have a 20 amp on your garage, you should have is up 5 to 6 miles an hour on that. So that's even better. So almost 60 miles for like 10 hours. So like 20 hours is 120. So I think that's enough. And I got lucky on that. And I won't. If you see that, I'll put like a picture of how you know you have a 20 amp. And if you're buying a house and you see the 20 amp on the garage, I think you should go for it. If you do like a house, of course. So the next thing, so stop talking about the electric car here. The next thing, I think your house will definitely go up in value. For that, you have to compare how much a house that doesn't have it and a house that has it compared to value. You can do that on Zillows and Realtor.com, which is what I always check for my house value. And today they actually send me an estimate how my house got up in value on here. So that's a pretty good way of seeing if that would be a good idea to put it on. So the reason I'm saying go up in value, you build up equity faster, and after a few years you can refinance your house however you like to do that. Use that money for whatever you like to use it for. So that's a better way of saving is, make sure you get if you're in the process of buying a house, make sure you get a house that's going to go in value over time, that's as well located, that the market is going, and other stuff happening around it that can happen. But even though if the house doesn't go, it will also bring the house in value. Somebody probably want to have a house that can produce its own energy versus a house that doesn't produce its own energy. A house that produces its own energy, depending on how big it is, it can give more power. You can use more power. You can produce more power. And also, if your house is not really efficient as far as having a good windows, stuff like that, it could kind of counteract that additional cost. I don't know about you. One time I see a utility cost of $300, $400. So if you think you do have that. Now, of course, you have to have sun. I don't recommend you do that solar if the sun is non-existent in the state, or if the sun is existent but in a short time period, then you may have to, depending on your need, make sure you have very efficient windows, very efficient air conditioning and heating to make sure the cost that you're going to spend is well worth it. And of course, if you have a big land, you can do geothermal to help cut down the heating and cooling bill, and you have the solar to cover that lower cost, because heating and cooling is the most expensive portion. The other portion that's going to be most expensive is adding gas in your car or charging your car. So that's the other one. And if also you have a big system, you can put all that saving on some battery packs. So that could be a good investment to add to the house and the battery pack. That's pretty long so far. So of course, we already talked about eventually solar would be paid off, and then you don't have any electric bill. So think about it like 15 years, if you paid off the house, then now you don't have to pay solar also. So you have free electricity, free everything. If you had a battery backup too, that's you don't have to rely on the grid. Basically, net metering, getting credit from the power company. So one thing I said, it was easy to start. In my experience, we got the loan. We talked to the utility company inspection. Once they approve for the construction, basically the utility don't bill you for me, and don't bill you while you are constructing. Well, I would say don't bill you after 2 months after installation. Before the installation, I guess you have to pay whatever utility you're using now. But after 2 months, so that they can kind of balance it to see where you're at, and then third month, if you produce more energy, then you're building up these credits. I did it in the winter time. I had a little bit more sun, so you start building credits, and you may not have a bill until the end of that year. So like December to next to January, I would say. I think mostly it's January that they cut off. So you may have to check with your utility company if that's the way they work. And mine is a net metering program, so see if that would work. But I think that it's a great idea. You basically save whatever cost of utility that you have for the next 2 months after your installation, or it may be before the installation, after everything got approved, and the process is started. So keep that in mind. I think that's a great value there. I'm sorry, I'm not pointing. I think that's a great value there, and you should definitely consider that if you haven't have solar yet. So with solar financing, so definitely you can comment on that. You can we can talk to basically. I was interested in getting a solar. That make it really easy to make a decision. You can also lease the solar. My opinion, lease is okay, but you don't really own the solar. If you're about to sell the house, there may be a different. About to sell the house, it may be a little bit harder to get that solar to the customer, to the next customer. Maybe a cost associated with that. So I would lease something that's appreciating value, I would say. So if it's financing, you could include the price. If you're selling your house, you can include the price of the solar in the house. So like if you buy this house with this price, I'm able to pay off the solar. So that would be a good way of getting more money with the solar on it. So definitely I'd say, hey, my house is producing energy. My furnace is basically the sun, and it's very efficient. That's what I installed it. It's pretty nice. So possibility to get off grid. So you can generate credits in a net metering system. So even after you understand your consumption, you probably could add battery backup, or for Teslas, they have power walls. Power walls can help you power the house even if you don't have electricity for like 7 days. You can build more days than that if you wanted it to do it that way. And you can use all your own energy with the solar, saving it in the battery, and then sell whatever you don't use to the grid. So as a credit, so they never charge you for any electricity use. Maybe when you're having a party, you use more electricity. To get together, you use more electricity, but in the normal way, you use less electricity, and basically you're just sending power to the grid, not getting power back. So I think that's cool. That's my target too. I don't have power back. I can see why it would be very useful, especially when I'm planning a big trip to charge overnight. I don't have a 240 outlet from Tesla, from any other company. Plug into in my garage. I just plug it to my dry outlet, and the dry outlet will give me enough boost to charge up. So imagine you have a power pack, not a power pack, power wall. You could, if you needed only 13 kilowatt to fully charge, you don't have to rely on the grid to give you that 13 kilowatt. you could get more than 13 kilowatt of power walls, and yeah, that would be pretty. I think that would be pretty awesome. So power company net metering, you get credit when you produce more energy than you produce, and then you save it on the power wall. Of course, if you made it this far in this video, please leave a like. If you'd like to learn more, leave a comment or opinion. Please leave your opinion there. Criticize it. Criticize my video. At least a positive feedback. I'll try to answer any questions that I have, and even ask other solar people to about that question for you. And as soon as I can. And also, so that you can keep up to date. If you have a comment, I'm able to go research the question. And if it requires a video, I will make a video. And if I see enough interest, I can make more videos. And if you subscribe, you get access to that upload notification. So please do subscribe. Of course, I'm a solar owner, and I recommend solar on any house, and it just reduces the cost, even if the solar is cheap, and even if the electricity is cheap. Having solar, it's really helps. I know there's probably some cleaning that you have to do, or you have to do spray water on it. Maybe if you have a soapy solution that you can buy at Home Depot and spray water. That's what I do. I haven't had anybody come in to maintain my solar. So even if you had to maintain it, probably every 2 years or 3 years, I think the cost will definitely pay for itself for whatever benefit you have now. So for my link, you can check on the cards that shows up on the left here for a link to my blog. They'll have the referral code. Check in the description below, where you get there's gonna be a link there to see how you can save. You'll click on the link and you go to solar. I believe you get some cash back. You'll be able to see it too. For example, if you have a utility that's like $30 a month on electricity costs, before you even charge your car, if you have an electric car, if you don't have an electric car, the cost of fueling your gasoline car is about $180 a month. You could possibly save $280 per month. Possibly save $280 per month. That's including if you had an electric car, because you no longer have to charge outside. You can charge at home, and you're getting power from the sun, which is free. That's going to be a subject for another video. I can show you a table. Please let me know if you'd like me to post a video like that. Thank you again. Have a good day.